Hello, dear students. How are you? I hope so. You are doing great. I'm Lakshmi. Welcome to my channel, Maths Super Tips and Tricks. In this channel, I'm going to teach the objective type examinations with amazing super tips and tricks regarding the maths, especially JEE Mains and MSET. So there are more videos uploaded. If you not yet watched my previous videos, please watch them. Whose links are there in below description, guys. Those are very helpful to you because I'm using amazing shortcut methods. You know, in objective type examinations, time is important. Within short time, you have to focus the more number of questions that is possible when you know the tips and tricks. That is all I'm going to use in my channel. If you not yet watched, please watch it. And today's session, I'm going to start one of the quite interesting topic, that is derivatives, previous JEE Mains of the year 2020. Already I uploaded 4 parts on this derivatives chapter. So complete chapter are covered in 4 parts. Those 4 parts are very helpful to you because in every part I'm using the super tips and tricks along with the some previous questions also. Those are very helpful to you. So after watching those 4 parts of the derivatives, then we can follow this previous JEE Mains also. Previous JEE Mains 2019 also uploaded, so we can watch that also. All these are useful to focus the topics, what type of questions we will give in a public examination, then we can get the clear idea. For that you have to follow the each and every part as a sequence wise, then only we can focus the previous questions also. Is it clear? So now without delay, let's get start today's session. Are you ready? Yes, what I'm going to discuss in today's session? Previous JEE Mains of the year 2020 on the topic derivatives. Okay, it is a first question, one of the question. What is given here? If y alpha is one of the functions given in terms of root over 2 of tan alpha plus cot alpha by 1 plus tan square alpha with plus 1 by sin square alpha given. Y alpha is one of the function is given in terms of alpha, where alpha is mentioned as 3 pi by 4 to pi. We have to use this is at the end. Then we have to find out its derivative, dy by d alpha. This is d alpha, where alpha value, that by alpha value 5 pi by 6. We have to find out this derivative with respect to alpha, that alpha is equals to 5 pi by 6. Are given the options also here. Okay, right? Now, for this question, first of all, you have to take the simplification of the function. Don't take direct derivative. First, you have to make the simplification. How I am taking the simplification of this function? Look at now. Y alpha, I am taking like this. Root over, what is there here? 2 of tan alpha plus, what is there? Cot alpha. Tan alpha plus cot alpha, I am writing 1 by tan alpha. Denominator as it is 1 plus tan square alpha, plus here 1 by sin square alpha is also there, right? After that, you have to take the simplification by taking the LCM. What is LCM here? Tan alpha. Tan alpha into tan alpha, tan square alpha with plus. Means what? 1 plus tan square alpha in numerator. Here also 1 plus tan square alpha is there. Both gets cancelled. What is left over? Simply here, this term becomes under root as it is 2 by tan alpha. LCM term is there, tan alpha, that is we can take as it is. 1 plus tan square alpha, 1 plus tan square alpha gets cancelled. Next plus 1 by sin square alpha is as it is. Right. Further simplification, you know tan alpha I can write in terms of sin and cos. 2 by sin alpha by cos alpha I can write root over as it is 2 cos alpha by sin alpha plus 1 by sin square alpha. Minimize the steps, guys. You have to simplify. You have to take the simplification within shortest minimum steps. Okay. For that also you have to save the time. So from these two terms, what is LCM? Sin square alpha is LCM. That is root over sin square alpha is LCM. What will come here? Already sin alpha is there. One more sin alpha we want there. That is 2 sin alpha cos alpha plus here sin square alpha is there, that is plus 1. Right. Now we can come to the next step. 2 sin alpha cos alpha plus 1 by sin square alpha. This one shall I rewrite? Root over 2 sin alpha cos alpha 1 we can write sin square alpha plus cos square alpha. 2 sin alpha cos alpha plus 1 we can write sin square alpha plus cos square alpha, and all divided by what is there? Sin square alpha is there. Okay. Now, numerator is in the form of what? Yes, a square plus b square plus 2ab means a plus b whole square root over, that is sin alpha plus cos alpha whole square by sin square alpha, right? Under root sin square alpha, what is the given alpha range? 3 pi by 4 to pi. 3 pi by 4 to pi means what is it? It is in which coordinate? Exactly, second coordinate. In second coordinate, sign is positive. No need to worry about this one. Denominator we can write root over sin square alpha means sin alpha positive. But in case of numerator, root over sin alpha plus cos alpha whole square is we can write mod sin alpha plus cos alpha. Root over some x square is there. What you have to take? Root over x square is plus or minus x. It is also, we can take it as mod x. In case of objective, every point is important, right? So, mod sin alpha plus cos alpha either plus or minus, that is depends upon alpha range. What is alpha? 3 pi by 4 to pi. If the alpha is in the 3 pi by 4 to pi, compulsory sin alpha plus cos alpha must be negative. When alpha belongs to 3 pi by 4 to pi, what is this value? Mod of sin alpha plus cos alpha must be negative, means minus of sin alpha plus cos alpha. We can take any value between the 3 pi by 4 to pi. We can check this resultant value as a negative. Okay, means what? This is a minus of sin alpha plus cos alpha by sin alpha. Again, take the separation. Sin alpha by sin alpha 1 plus cos by sin is cot alpha. This is a y alpha. Y alpha is reduced in the form of minus of 1 plus cot alpha. Clear? It's very simple, but try to understand what is the main point here. We have to concentrate on given alpha range also, right? Now we can find out its derivative. Dy by d alpha. One constant derivative 0, minus of 0, cot alpha derivative? Yes, exactly, minus cosecant square alpha. Minus of minus plus cosecant square alpha. Okay, this value we have to find out at what? X is equals to 5 pi by 6. Dy by d alpha at x is equal to pi by 6 means what? Cosecant square of pi by 6. What is the pi by 6 means? Pi minus pi by 6, which is in second coordinate. That is a cosecant square pi by 6. Cosec pi by 6 is what? 2. Sin pi by 6 is what? Sin pi by 6 is 1 by 2. Cosecant pi by 6 is 2. Cosecant is reciprocal of sin or not? Therefore, cosecant pi by 6 is 2 with the square is 2 square. 2 square is a 4. Copied the wrong options. These are the correct options. First option is 4. Second option is minus 1 by 4. Third option is 4 by 3. Fourth option is minus 4. One more question options are copied by mistake. Okay, right? These are the correct options for this question. So, what is our answer we got? We got the answer 4. Means 4 is which option? 4 is clearly first option. Clear? So, we can look forward some more questions, right? Now, look at the next question. What is given here? Let x power k plus y power k is equals to a power k. One of the equation is given in terms of x and y, and also derivative dy by dx plus y by x whole power 1 by 3 value is given as 0. What is given? Dy by dx plus y by x whole power 1 by 3 value is 0 is given. Then he is asking some unknown value k. In the question there is some unknown value k, we have to find out that. So, to find out the k value, we can differentiate this function and compare with the given equation. From that you can find out easily k value. So, how can you find out its derivative? For this one, let it be taken as some f. This is clearly implicit function or not? Let it be taken as some f function, f as x power k plus y power k minus a power k is a 0. This function is called as implicit function. I explained short trick, amazing super tip in part 1 derivatives chapter. So you can watch it. That is implicit function. How can you find out the derivative? So if there is a function is in the form of, what is the implicit function? A function is in the form of f of xy is equals to 0. This is called as implicit function. To find out its derivative dy by dx, just we can use minus fx by fy. What is the meaning of fx? Derivative of f with respect to x by treating y as constant. Same way, fy means what? Derivative of this function f with respect to y treated x as a constant. This tip already I used in part 1 of derivatives. That is all I am going to use here also, right? Simple way we can do it. So what is its derivative? So dy by dx. dy by dx, according to the tip, what is that? Minus fx by fy. Means derivative of this function with respect to x treated y as constant in the numerator. Minus fx means derivative of this is with respect to x means what? X power k derivative. It is in the form of x power n derivative n into n place, in place of n, k into x power k minus 1. And I said to you, fx means derivative of this function with respect to x treated y function is constant. Clearly y power k is constant. What is its derivative? 0. You know a power k is 100% constant. Its derivative is also 0. This is only numerator. That's why this is only numerator. Same way fy. Fy means what? Same function. Derivative with respect to y treated x as constant. Means what? This derivative 0. Now y power k derivative k into y power k minus 1. 100% constant a power k is 0. What happened? This k gets cancelled. It is a minus of x power k minus 1 by y power k minus 1. Okay, this is dy by dx. By taking the derivative of given function, this is shall I write as dy by dx is equals to x by y k minus 1 power k minus 1 is there. This one minus of x by y whole power of k minus 1. Again I am rewriting this is minus of y by x. If take the reverse order, what happened? Plus k becomes minus k, minus 1 becomes plus 1, means it becomes power 1 minus k. Why I have taken reverse order? Because of in given equation there is a y by x form. That's why we have to write in the y by x form only. Again one more step I am writing here, dy by dx, but by taking the minus function is this side, it becomes plus of y by x whole power 1 minus k is a 0. This is equation 1. We can compare with this one, equation 1. What happened? What is the difference between here and there? Dy by dx, another term y by x whole power 1 by 3 or y by x whole power, what is that? 1 minus k. Compare with 1, what happened? Compare with 1. Now y by x is equals to y by x whole power 1 minus k. Right, whole power y by x whole power 1 by 3 equals to y by x whole power 1 minus k. What is the power of y by x here? 1 by 3. Left side, right side 1 minus k. We can equate them. That is 1 by 3 is equals to 1 minus k. What is the k from this one? K is k minus k becomes plus k. It is 1 minus 1 by 3. That is clearly how much? 2 by 3. That's it. This is only required result. K we want. K is a 2 by 3. It is clearly third option. That's it. So just simply you have to use a super tip. What is that? Implicit function. Look at the next question. Let y is given as y of x function be a function of x satisfying one of the equation. Y root over 1 minus x square is equals to k minus x root over 1 minus x square is given one of the equation. Represent y is equals to y of x, and also where k is a constant, you mention that, and y of 1 by 2 is equals to minus 1 by 4 is given. Means what is meaning of this is y of 1 by 2. Y of x means what? In place of x 1 by 2, y is equals to minus 1 by 4. Means we have to choose x value is 1 by 2, y value is minus 1 by 4 indirectly, right? Then we have to find out its derivative at x value is 1 by 2. Already I said to you x value is 1 by 2, at x is equals 1 by 2, you have to find out its derivative. Reading question is very, very important. You have to read the question sentence by sentence for any topic. Okay, for example, here what is first sentence? A function y is mentioned as y of x. And equation, one of the equation is given, that is second sentence. Now, y of 1 by 2 is equals to minus 1 by 4 is given as y value and x value by this equation. Can understand? Now, finally, you have to find out derivative of the function dy by dx at x is equals to 1 by 2. Are given the four options like this. So, for this question, easiness purpose, you can do like this. Better. I am rewriting this is, shall I rewrite like this? X root over 1 minus y square plus y root over 1 minus x square is equals to k. What I did here? I have taken this term is a minus term is a left side, it becomes plus x root over 1 minus y square plus y root over 1 minus x square is equals to constant k as it is. This one we can use a simple way, that is called a substitution method. First I will make the simplification of this function by the substitution method. What is substitution? I will substitute like at x is equals to cos A, y is equals to cos B, sin B. If you take, what happened? X is equals to cos A, y is equals to sin B. If you substitute here, this equation becomes what? X into, that is cos A into y is sin B. 1 minus sin square B is what? Cos square B, under root means cos B. Clear? Plus same way y sin B into root over 1 minus cos square A. 1 minus cos square A is a sin square A, under root sin A is a k. Right? Now it is in the form of what? Cos A cos B plus sin A sin B. That is clearly cos of A minus B. Cos of A minus B is a k. Right? So cos of A minus B is a k. By removing the cos, here A minus B is equals to cos inverse k. Right? Now we can concentrate what are our substitutions. X is equals to cos A means from this A is equals to cos inverse x. In place of A we can write cos inverse x. Right? Minus y is equals to sin B. What is the B is sin inverse y. Right? Y is equal to sin B means B is equal to sin inverse y is equals to k. Now we can differentiate it. Then only it is so easy. Right? Now differentiate it with respect to x. Differentiate with respect to x. What happened? Cos inverse x derivative you know very well. What is that? Minus 1 by root over 1 minus x square minus, what is sin inverse y derivative? Yes, 1 by root over 1 minus y square into again y derivative, y dash means dy by dx is equals to constant derivative 0. From this we can get the dy by dx as minus of, this is comes in numerator right side, this is comes into numerator, means root over 1 minus y square by 1 minus x square, with minus you can get. Right? What is the dy by dx is? Minus under root 1 minus y square by 1 minus x square. You got it. Now we have to find out this value at x is equals to 1 by 2. Substitute x is equal to 1 by 2 and y is equal to minus 1 by 4 here. We have to substitute x is equals to 1 by 2 means y value here minus 1 by 4. Simply at x is equals to 1 by 2, y is equals to minus 1 by 4. dy by dx resultant value we can understand like this, minus root over y is minus 1 by 4 whole square is 1 by 16, right? By 1 minus x square means 1 by 2 whole square is 1 by 4. What is LCM here? With minus is there. LCM is a 16, 16 minus 1, 15. 15 by 16 by 4 minus 1 is 3, 3 by 4. Now this is clearly what? Root 15 by 16 is how much? Root 15 by root 3 into root 5 by 4 into root over 3 by 4 means or root 3 by 2 means 2 by root 3. What happened? 1 3 cancel, 1 2 cancel. This is simply the resultant value I am writing here. 2 2 cancel, root 5 by 2 with minus. Therefore, the value is minus root 5 by 2. The value is minus root 5 by 2. Yes, what you got? We got the dy by dx is minus root 5 by 2. From this also you can take. Minus root 5 by 2 is clearly which option? Yes, it is in second option. Clear? So now look at the next question. Actually, previous question is the number 3. This is 4. They are also given 4. It's a small correction, you can make it. Okay. Otherwise, you feel that where is that number 3? Okay, that is only number 3. Third question. So now next question is I have to take in the fourth one. If x is equals to given in terms of theta, y is also given in terms of theta. If x and y are in terms of theta or t, that is called as what? Parametric functions. Then we have to think about parametric differentiation. What is that? Already I discussed in previous videos. Okay, right. Now he is asking the second derivative. D square by dx square means what? Second derivative. If theta value is a pi, a theta range is also given as 0 to 2 pi. Okay, that is not important here. At second derivative, how to find out theta. Second derivative at theta value is pi, how to find out finally. To find out second derivative, what you have to do? We have to find out first derivative. That is I am doing here first derivative. For the first derivative, we have to take the derivative of x with respect to theta first. That is dx by d theta. That is 2 into cos sin theta derivative cos theta minus what is sin 2 theta derivative? Yes, exactly 2 cos 2 theta. Now can come to the dy by d theta. This is a parametric differentiation process. Dy by d theta means with respect to theta 2 into cos theta derivative minus sin theta, that is minus 2 sin theta, and cos 2 theta derivative is minus 2 sin 2 theta minus or minus plus 2 sin 2 theta. Okay, now what is the dy by dx? Dy by dx is, you know clearly, dy by d theta by dx by d theta means this by this you have to take. For our convenience, take the 2 is common from the numerator from this one. That is a minus sin theta plus sin 2 theta. You know dy by dx is dy by d theta by dx by d theta means this by this you have to find out by. From this also you can take 2 is common, 2 of cos theta minus cos 2 theta. Right, 2 gets cancelled. Therefore, dy by dx we have minus sin theta sin 2 theta by cos theta minus cos 2 theta. Next, what is our next step? You have to find out second derivative, d square by dx square. To find out d square by dx square, you have to concentrate one point in case of parametric differentiation. dy by dx in terms of theta. First you can find out its derivative with respect to theta into again d theta by dx we have to take. Okay, so that is only I am going to use here, right? D square y by dx square is d by d theta of dy by dx into what you have to take? D theta by dx. This is a process for the parametric differentiation in case of second order derivative. We can understand easily here. You see d into dy means d square y. D theta gets cancelled. Dx into dx square or not. That's it. So differentiate this is with respect to theta. We can use a u by v rule here. That is a v, that is cos theta minus cos 2 theta into v into u dash, that is minus sin theta derivative minus cos theta sin 2 theta derivative plus 2 cos 2 theta, right, with minus of v into u dash is over. Now u into, what is u here? Minus sin theta plus sin 2 theta, and derivative of this is cos theta is a minus sin theta, and minus cos 2 theta is plus 2 sin 2 theta, whole divided by v square. V square means cos theta minus cos 2 theta whole square, right? Into we have to take its derivative. Already I did here. D theta by dx we want. What is dx by d theta is 2 cos theta minus 2 cos 2 theta. That is I am taking into. If take the cos theta, 1, 2, 2 is taken out. Okay, I am taking the next step, d theta by dx, right? We can understand what is simplification of this is. No need to worry here, simplification. So d theta by dx if we take, cos theta minus cos 2 theta. I am writing the question as it is because value is given, no need to take the simplification. By substituting the value, you can get it easily. Minus cos theta plus 2 cos 2 theta. Okay, minus of minus sin theta plus sin 2 theta into minus sin theta plus 2 sin 2 theta by cos theta minus cos 2 theta whole square here into d theta by dx. What is d theta by dx is? Dx by d theta is 2 cos theta minus 2 cos 2 theta. Its reverse we have to take. What is its reverse means? 1 by 2 into cos theta minus cos 2 theta, right? Now at theta is equals to, this is only second order derivative. Now at theta is equals to pi, we have to substitute. At theta is equals to pi, what happened? Cos pi value is how much? Cos pi value is a minus 1, sin pi value is 0, cos 2 pi value is a plus 1, values. What is the cos pi value? Cos pi is a minus 1, cos 2 pi is a 1, sin pi is 0, sin 2 pi is also 0. Here there are theta 2, theta like that only there. That's why we can use these values. First, cos pi is minus 1. Okay, right, minus 1. Cos 2 pi is, what is cos 2 pi? 1. Here minus 1, minus 1, minus 2, right? Into cos pi is minus 1, minus 1, minus plus 1. 1 cos 2 pi is, how much? Cos 2 pi is 1. 1 plus 2, 2. 1 plus 2, 3, right? With minus of minus sin pi is 0, sin 2 pi is also 0, means this total term becomes 0. That's it, by down. Cos theta minus cos 2 theta whole square. Here 2 times of cos theta minus cos 2 theta. Means what here? Cos theta minus cos 2 theta whole square into cos theta minus cos 2 theta is cos theta minus cos 2 theta whole cube will come, right? 2 is extra is there, 2 I am writing here. Cos theta minus cos 2 theta whole cube. Cos theta means theta pi cos pi is minus 1. And cos 2 pi is 1 with minus 1 whole cube, right? You see, minus 2 into 3, 6, minus 6 by, next step, 2 into minus 1, minus 2 whole cube is minus 8, 2 into minus 8. Right, what happened? Minus minus gets cancelled. The resultant value is clearly 3 by 8. Okay, without simplifying, we can substitute the values. When the values are given, then solution will be easy. Here you have to know what is the cos pi, cos 2 pi, sin 2 pi values. So 3 by 8 is which option? It's clearly fourth option. Okay, is it clear? Right. Look at the next question as a fifth question I have given. If y is given as sigma k cos inverse of 3 by 5 of cos kx minus 4 by 5 of sin kx, where k is varies from 1 to 6, means summation is given from 1 to 6. First, you can take the simplification of this function. Then after that, you can expand it. Summation you can take. Then from that, we have to find out dy by dx. Means derivative of this function we can find out. So it's so simple. Simple way I am doing here. First, what you have to concentrate. We can concentrate simplification of this function like this. There is a cos inverse. Means what? Here some cos function is there. Cos inverse of cos x is what? X or not? In place of x, what we can get here? We can understand. First, I am taking the simplification of this function like this. Cos inverse of 3 by 5 of cos kx with minus 4 by 5 of sin kx. Easily can understand, we can reduce this is in the form of cos a cos b minus sin a sin b. To reduce into cos a cos b, already here cos function is there. Here also we want in terms of cos, means let 3 by 5 is taken as some cos a. Okay, automatically you know that clearly 4 by 5 is sin a or not? Okay, if we take the cos a is a 3 by 5 like triangle. This is the cos is adjacent side hypotenuse. This is 4 or not? From the right angle triangle. What is the a? Suppose if we take the a is a angle at here. Therefore 3, 5 cos, if you take their opposite is 4 only. So wherever maybe 3 by 5 is they take the cos a 4 by 5 plus sin A. Therefore, this becomes cos inverse of 3 by 5 is cos A with cos k kx, right? Minus 4 by 5 plus we can take sin A with into sin kx, right? Now this is clearly in the form of cos inverse as it is. Cos A cos B minus sin B is what, guys? You know very well. As cos of A plus B. That is cos of A plus in place of B, kx is there. Right. Now cos inverse cancel. Now it becomes A plus kx. Cancel in the sense, you know, cos inverse of cos x is x. In place of x, A plus kx is there. A plus kx is a cos inverse of this thing is, means what this function is? A plus kx. What is A actually? Cos A is equals 3 by 5 means A is equals cos inverse 3 by 5. One more step I am writing. This is equals to cos inverse 3 by 5. Cos inverse I am writing here. That is equals to cos inverse 3 by 5 with plus kx, right? Now in place of this one, I am replacing this is. Now question becomes y is the k as it is, k into sigma. You have to write, what is the y? Y is equals to sigma of k is varies from 1 to 6 into k times of cos inverse of this thing, we got it as cos inverse 3 by 5 plus kx. Okay, we can expand this sigma summation k is equals to 1, 2, 3, etc. We can take. But taking the k is equals to 1, what happened? Cos inverse 3 by 5 plus k into 1 into 1 x is x plus next one. K is equals to, if you take 2 into cos inverse 3 by 5 plus 2 into 2, 4x plus k is equals to 3 into cos inverse 3 by 5 plus 3 into 3, 9x plus next 4 into cos inverse 3 by 5 plus 4, 16 x plus next step, next term 5 into cos inverse 3 by 5 with the plus 5 into 5, 25 x. One more last one, 6 into cos inverse 3 by 5 plus 6, 36x. Okay, this is a clearly y. Now what is its derivative? dy by dx. You know, cos inverse 3 by 5, 2 cos inverse 3, all these are the constants. Its derivative is zeros. Now we have to concentrate only x functions. X derivative 1 plus 4x derivative 4 plus this is a 9x derivative 9 plus next 16x derivative 16, then 25, then here 36, right? You know, it is in the form of 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square plus 4 square plus 5 square plus 6 square. This is clearly in the form of what? Sum of the squares of n natural numbers. In place of n there is a 6. Do you know that formula? What is that? N of n plus 1 of 2n plus 1 by 6. In place of n there is 6 is there. In place of n 6 into 6 plus 1 7, 6 2 12, 12 plus 1 13 by 6. 6 cancelled, 7 13 is 91. 7 13 is 91. That is clearly which option? Yes, it is 100% second option. That's very simple, but you have to concentrate what is the simplification of the given function and the expansion of sigma. Now look at the next question. Let y1 tan inverse root over 1 plus x square minus 1 by x is, and y2 is tan inverse 2x root over 1 minus x square by 1 minus 2x square is given. y1, y2 as a two functions given, two equations, two different functions are given. Now what is asked? dy1 by dy2 means derivative of y1 with respect to y2 is asking. Okay. To find out its derivative, if you take the direct derivative of y1 and y2, it becomes too lengthy. That's why you have to concentrate on this. These two functions, we can take the simplification. For y1, by taking x is equals tan theta. X is equals to tan theta. What happened? Tan inverse of 1 plus tan square theta. X is tan theta means x square is tan square theta. 1 plus tan square theta is what? Sec square theta. Under root is sec theta. Sec theta minus 1 by x is tan theta. Okay, this simplification is very easy. You know, trigonometric applications. Tan inverse of, you know, sec we can add 1 by cos, so tan we can add sin by cos. Here by taking the cos LCM, it becomes 1 minus cos theta by sin theta. Right. Again, tan inverse of, you know, 1 minus cos theta is what? Exactly 2 sin square theta by 2. 2 sin square theta by 2 by sin theta we can write 2 sin theta by 2 cos theta by 2. Sin 2a formula. Right. What happened? In next step, 1 2 cancel, 1 sin cancel, one more sin by cos is left out. Means what? This is a tan inverse of sin by cos means tan theta by 2. Tan inverse of tan theta by 2 is how much? Theta by 2. What is theta assumption? Theta is means x is equals tan theta. Theta is what? Tan inverse x. In place of theta we can write tan inverse x. That is 1 by 2 tan inverse x is our y1. Therefore, y1 is in the form of 1 by 2 of tan inverse x. Clear? I have taken the simplification for taking x is equals to tan theta in y1 equation. For y2, I am taking x is equals to sin theta. You can understand easily. 1 minus 2 sin square theta have cos 2 theta. That's why we can now take the x is equals to sin theta there. Put x is equals to sin theta. What about y2? X is equals to sin theta for y2. Tan inverse of, right, x is sin theta means 2 sin theta by into root over 1 minus sin square theta is x is sin theta means sin square theta. 1 minus sin square theta is cos square theta. Under root cos square theta is cos theta by denominator 1 minus 2 sin square theta. Right, this is the tan inverse of 2 sin theta cos theta is sin 2 theta, right? And 1 minus 2 sin square theta is cos 2 theta. Sin by cos tan inverse of tan 2 theta is what? 2 theta. So therefore y2 is equals to, in case of y2, x is I have taken a substitution sin theta. What is theta from this one? Theta is a sin inverse x. That is 2 sin inverse x is a y2. What is a y1 is? 1 by 2 tan inverse x. y2 is 2 sin inverse x. We want derivative of y1 by derivative of y2. Therefore, dy1 by dy2 is clearly means derivative of 1 by 2 tan inverse x. You know tan inverse x derivative? Yes, 1 by 1 plus x square upon derivative of y2 means 2 sin inverse x. That is 2 into, what is derivative of sin inverse x? Yes, 1 by root over 1 minus x square. These are the standard functions derivative. 1 by 2 means 1 by 4. This is whole divided by 1 by root or 1 minus x square comes in the numerator. 1 minus x square by 4 times of 1 plus x square. That's it. This is only our dy1 by d2. That is root over 1 minus x square by 4, 1 plus x square. Which option? Yes, second option. Okay, is it clear? Right. Look at this question. What is given here? If a minus root 2b cos x into a plus root 2b cos y is equals to a square minus b square is given as one of the equation in terms of cos x and cos y, xy terms are there. Then the value of dy by dx at pi by 4 comma pi by 4 means what? At x is pi by 4, y is also pi by 4. We have to find out the value of that function derivative. Derivative value at x value is a pi by 4, y value is a pi by 4. That is we are using at the end, you know very well. Means first of all, we have to take the derivative of given function. To find out the derivative of given function, just I am using the, again guys, I am giving that hint. What is that? Implicit function. Already I used it in many questions. Okay, that is all I am using. First of all, I am writing this as a function f. Let f is equals to, expansion of this is a into a square, a into root 2b plus 2 root 2ab, root 2ab into cos y, right? A into a square, a into root 2b means root 2ab cos y with this next term minus root 2ab cos x here, right? With minus into plus minus root 2 into root 2, 2 minus 2 b into b square cos x into cos y. Okay, and right side what is there? A square minus b square, I am writing minus a square plus b square as a function f equal to 0 if you write, may not be. This is clearly in the form of implicit function. What you have to take its derivative? For its derivative, just dy by dx is what? So minus fx by fy means derivative with respect to x treated y as constant. We can observe that here. What is a minus? We can take as it is derivative of x with respect to y. Fx means with respect to f with respect to x means treated y as constant. A square is constant 0. Root 2ab cos y is also constant 0. We can take its derivative only. Minus root 2ab cos x derivative is minus sin x. Minus or minus plus root 2ab sin x for this term. Now next third term we can observe that here minus 2b square constant, cos y is also constant. We have to take the cos x derivative minus sin x means minus or minus plus 2b square cos x derivative sin x with minus already I have taken here, cos y is constant as it is. Right, remaining functions a square b square are 100% constants. No need to worry about that one. Then denominator with respect to y means treated x as constant. Same function, a square constant 0, root ab cos y derivative minus sin y, that is minus root 2 ab sin y, right? You know this is 100% constant 0 because cos x constant treated x function. Now here what is a constant? Cos x is constant, minus 2b square also constant. Now cos y derivative minus sin y, minus or minus plus 2b square cos x into sin y. Right, we got this is the derivative. Okay, no need to use this bracket. Now we got what? Dy by dx, directly we got the derivative of the given function like this. Now we have to find out this value at pi by 4 comma pi by 4. Means what you have to use, x value is pi by 4, y value is also pi by 4. You can come to this answer minus of root 2ab, right, into sin x. What is x is? Pi by 4. Sin pi by 4 is 1 by root 2. Right, plus 2b square sin x, sin pi by 4 1 by root 2, cos y, cos pi by 4 also 1 by root 2. 1 by root 2 into 1 by root 2 is 1 by 2. This is numerator. By denominator minus root 2 ab, right, sin y, sin pi by 4 is 1 by root 2, right, with to plus 2b square cos x cos sin y, cos pi by 4 1 by root 2, sin pi by 4 is also 1 by root 2, 1 by root 2 into 1 by root 2, 1 by 2. Next step, minus as it is, a root 2 cancel, it becomes ab plus 2 cancel b square by root 2 cancel here minus ab plus 2 cancel b square, right. From numerator and denominator we can take a is common, b is common, minus b into, here what is left over? A plus b. Denominator also b is common, but taking the b is common here, minus a plus b, right, b cancel, therefore a plus b by minus a plus b by minus a plus b. Okay, b cancel, what is left over in numerator? Minus of a plus b by denominator minus a plus b. We can multiply this denominator with this minus, what happened? Numerator is a plus b only, but denominator minus into minus a plus a with minus b, a minus b. This is only our resultant value when the derivative value at x is equals pi by 4 comma pi by 4, right. So which option? A plus b by minus b is clearly second option. Is it clear? So simple way I'm doing, you know very well. This is implicit function applied. Wherever may be function in the form of f of xy is a 0, that is called as implicit function. Most probably you can apply the shortcut method, super tip, that is don't forget at any cost. Clear? These are the various questions I did, which are given in the 2020 from the derivatives chapter in both the sessions. In the month of January session and month of September section, I covered all different types of questions. I hope so followed very well. If you make sure enjoy this video, please like, share and subscribe. Don't forget to add your comments as well. Don't forget to click the bell notification to get the up-to-date notifications to you. Okay. So those are very, very helpful to you guys because I uploaded the many videos which are easy methods, school teaching. There is no hurry, no means what? Fast forward. Just I'm giving the every question, even the reading the question also I'm giving the hints. How can you recognize the options, etc. I'm doing. These are very, very helpful to you. Is it clear? Now I conclude this video here. I come with the new video with new topic. Till then, have a great time. Take care. Bye bye.